Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. Tonight, we're zeroing in on a storyline that has shaken the very foundations of the Lakers' world. LeBron James's knee, injury from Game 5, and the shocking revelation that he could miss multiple weeks, potentially sidelining him for the next Lakers contest. But we're not going to lay it all out up front. Instead, let's peel back the layers piece by piece, ask the tough questions, and speculate about what this could mean for LA's playoff hopes and LeBron's own future. It all happened in the waning minutes of a must-win Game 5 against Minnesota. With the Lakers' season hanging in the balance, LeBron sprinted around a screen, only to collide knees with Donte DiVincenzo. The arena fell deathly silent as he crumpled to the hardwood, clutching his left knee in agony. Cameras captured the anguish in his eyes. At age 40, every injury carries an ominous weight. Was this just a temporary scare, or the beginning of a worst-case scenario? The immediate buzz pointed to a possible hyperextension, but later whispers hinted at something more serious. Fast forward just 48 hours, and we've got the official word from inside the league. An MRI has confirmed a Grade 2 MCL sprain in LeBron's left knee. That classification puts his recovery timeline anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks, according to team sources speaking with ESPN. In practical terms, that time frame could rule him out not only of the Lakers' next regular season fixture, but also key spring games as the race for seeding reaches its fever pitch. Could this be the first time in his storied career that he's forced to watch meaningful games from the sidelines? The very thought sends ripples through entire fan bases and rivals alike. The timing couldn't be worse. LeBron opted not to rest during the regular season, shouldering monumental minutes to keep LA afloat in a crowded Western Conference. Yet this superhuman workload, averaging 35 minutes per game at age 40, takes a brutal toll. Medical experts remind us that Grade 2 MCL sprains involve significant fiber tears in the medial knee ligament, resulting in pain, swelling, and instability. Even with state-of-the-art rehab, returning to full-contact basketball is a delicate process. Is it possible that even after 5 weeks, LeBron won't be the same explosive force we've come to expect? Some insiders worry that compensatory issues, like hip or back strain from altered gait, could follow once he hits the court again. Now, let's talk ripple effects on the Lakers. Without LeBron, the offensive load shifts dramatically onto Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, and the supporting cast. Davis will need to dominate the paint and step up as a secondary playmaker. Could this be the moment Russell cements himself as a true floor general, orchestrating plays and elevating teammates? Or might we see role players like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura flourish in LeBron's absence, turning these weeks into audition periods for future rotations? Head coach Darvin Ham must recalibrate game plans, leaning into zone defenses, emphasizing ball movement, and perhaps increasing small ball lineups to maintain pace. Yet beyond the X's and O's lies most pressing question. What does this mean for LeBron's legacy and his own uncertain future? He recently admitted he doesn't know whether he'll play next season, with a $50.6 million player option looming on June 29th. A 3 to 5 week setback could weigh heavily on that decision-making process. Imagine the conversation at the James household. Do I gut through another grueling rehab cycle at 41? Do I risk another high-stakes injury? After so many triumphs, and playing in an NBA record 292 playoff games without missing one due to injury, could this MCL sprain be the tipping point in his Hall of Fame career? Fans around the league are already buzzing. Is retirement suddenly more real than ever? Of course, every cloud has a silver lining. The Lakers roster gains weeks of developmental runway, opportunities for Jackson Hayes to emerge as rim protector, for Lonnie Walker IV to showcase scoring bursts, and for a newcomer like Gabe Vincent to prove he can handle point-of-attack defense. Could this adversity become the catalyst that forges a more versatile, battle-tested Lakers unit? Some Lakers executives, speaking anonymously, believe that if Davis and the supporting cast can galvanize during LeBron's absence, it will deepen the roster's resilience, making them stronger when he returns. As the calendar flips toward the next Lakers game, all eyes will be on the recovery updates. Will LeBron appear in pregame shoot-arounds, testing lateral movement? Will there be those telltale first strides off the plane, gingerly bending that left knee? And how will the team fare without its undisputed leader, not just in points and assists, but as the emotional core? Is it possible that this knee sprain, while painful, will ultimately redefine LeBron's twilight years in the best possible way, by teaching the Lakers how to win in different ways? Only time will tell. Over the past few seasons, LeBron James has battled through his share of nagging injuries. As he's entered his 19th and 20th NBA seasons, Mother Nature and Mother Time have not been kind. In the 2021-22 campaign, LeBron missed 9 games early in the year with a Grade 2 groin strain, one of the few times in his career he sat out a significant stretch. Without him, the Lakers staggered to a 2-7 record, desperately scrambling to find offensive cohesion and defensive leadership. Role players like Malik Monk and Talen Horton-Tucker were forced into higher usage roles, but the results were middling at best, and LA lost precious ground in a packed Western Conference playoff race. Fast forward to the play-in tournament that same season. LeBron re-injured that same groin during Los Angeles' win over the Minnesota Timberwolves, then missed the decisive game against Golden State. The Lakers fell 110-77 without him, sputtering on both ends and exposing a thin bench. It underscored just how singularly dependent the roster was on his two-way brilliance. Without his scoring, playmaking, and defensive instincts, head coach Darvin Ham was left scheming with minimal firepower, and the team paid the price with an early exit. In the 2022-23 season, LeBron battled persistent ankle soreness that cost him 7 games in January and February. During that stretch, the Lakers went 3-4, relying heavily on Anthony Davis's all-NBA caliber play. While AD rose to the occasion, dropping 30-plus points multiple times, the supporting cast simply couldn't replicate LeBron's unique ability to close out tight games. The club's offense dipped more than 5 points per 100 possessions without LeBron on the floor, according to advanced metrics, and the Lakers fell behind in the playoff seeding, eventually facing a grueling first-round matchup. Most recently, in March 2024, a minor foot injury sidelined LeBron for 5 games, during which Los Angeles went just 1-4. The offense lost its primary driver on fast breaks and pick and rolls, and the defense missed his switchability against smaller guards. Those losses proved pivotal as the Lakers scrambled into the play-in, ultimately falling short of home court advantage. Each time LeBron has been forced off the court, the pattern has been the same. The Lakers struggle to maintain identity, the bench strains under increased workloads, and the team's playoff positioning suffers. An ominous preview of what could lie ahead if this latest MCL sprain keeps him out of the lineup for weeks to come. But here's the question I want to leave you with. But what do you think about all of this? Should the Lakers aggressively pursue upgrades, perhaps trade deadline additions, to cover for LeBron's absence? Or is it better to let the young core grow organically, even if it costs a few games? I'm torn between panic at the thought of a LeBron-laced lineup and excitement at potential breakout performances from the supporting cast. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into LeBron's injury and its seismic impact, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another high-stakes update. Thanks for watching, everyone. Here's hoping for a speedy recovery and a triumphant return for King James. Laker Nation, stay strong. LeBron James's knee injury in Game 5 against the Minnesota Timberwolves sent shockwaves through the Lakers season as the 40-year-old legend crumpled to the floor after a brutal knee-to-knee collision with Donte DiVincenzo. Initially feared to be a hyperextension, An MRI confirmed a grade 2 MCL sprain in his left knee, projecting a 3 to 5 week recovery timeline. That window threatens to sideline James for critical late-season matchups, a scenario almost unthinkable for a player who has never missed a meaningful game due to injury in his playoff career. The timing of the sprain couldn't be worse. LeBron had logged an average of 35 minutes per game to keep LA afloat in the Western Conference dogfight. Medical experts warn that grade 2 MCL sprains involve significant ligament fiber tears with risks of compensatory injuries, such as hip or back strain, from an altered gait. Even after rehabbing, there's real concern he might not immediately regain the explosive athleticism that defines his game. Without LeBron's playmaking and leadership, the offensive burden falls squarely on Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell. Davis will need to dominate inside and take on more playmaking responsibilities, while Russell must rise to true floor general duties. Meanwhile, role players like Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura could seize the opportunity for expanded roles, and Darvin Ham may lean into zone defenses, enhanced ball movement, and small ball lineups to compensate for the loss of his veteran star. Beyond X's and O's, the injury intensifies questions about LeBron's future. He faces a June 29th deadline on a $52.6 million player option and has openly admitted uncertainty about continuing beyond this season. A lengthy rehab at age 40 might push him closer to retirement discussions as he weighs the risk of recurring injuries against his storied legacy and physical limitations. Yet there is a silver lining, an enforced developmental window for the Lakers' emerging talent. Center Jackson Hayes could grow into a vital rim protector. Lonnie Walker IV might showcase his scoring chops, and newcomers like Gabe Vincent could prove their defensive mettle. If Davis and the supporting cast can rally during LeBron's absence, the team may return to full strength more battle-tested and resilient. LeBron's recent injury history underscores the stakes. In 2021-22, he missed 9 games with a groin strain, and the Lakers went 2-7 without him. His re-injured groin cost him a decisive play-in game that season, resulting in a blowout loss to Golden State. An ankle issue in 2022-23 sidelined him for 7 games, in which LA went 3-4, and a minor foot problem in March 2024 led to a 1-4 skid. Each absence highlighted the team's over-reliance on his unique blend of scoring, playmaking, and defensive leadership. Now facing weeks without their cornerstone, the Lakers confront a pivotal crossroads. Will they adjust their identity to weather LeBron's absence, or will his eventual return reignite their championship aspirations? The answers over the next month will not only shape this season's finish, but could also influence LeBron's final decisions about his playing future. Amid this uncertainty, every practice, medical update, and interim performance carries outsized significance. As LeBron eyes a multi-week rehab, the Lakers and the entire NBA world brace for how they'll cope without one of the game's all-time greats on the court.